And then just a blown out warm brown. Okay, seriously, T-Mobile needs to stop texting me. I don't care. That tutorial. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Kim Kardashian inspired makeup tutorial. This is the same look that I was wearing in my May favorites, and I got so many requests from you guys asking me to make this into a tutorial for you. And then a couple days after that, I was cleaning my house with the E channel on in the background, and there was the Kardashians was playing, and it was like an old season. And when I say old, it was like a month and a half ago. Honestly, I can't keep up. There's a new season every week. Anyways, her makeup was so similar to what I had done for the May favorites, and I figured that I would just kind of put those two videos in one. That way I am fulfilling both requests that I get all the time. So I really hope you enjoy this look. It's very in right now with that light color all over the lid that's very glossy and shimmery and those blown out warm browns. It's daytime and nighttime appropriate. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. First, I'm gonna take the shade Peach Smoothie. This is by Makeup Geek. I already have my eyes primed, and I'm just gonna take this on a big, fat, fluffy brush and just buff this into my crease area. I'm doing this in the upper crease because you always need a transition shade. No matter what tone it is, you need something so that everything is seamless and there's no harsh lines. Then I'm going to take Creme Brulee. Again, this is by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to put this in the lower crease this time. And then once I have it buffed down that lower crease, I'll kind of just bring it up and out along with that Peach Smoothie. But for the most part, you want to get this on that deep, low crease on the outer corner of your eye. And then I'm going to take the Balm's Mineralize eyeshadow in Work is Overrated. I love the name of this. And I'm going to tap some into the cap, and then whatever is on that lid, I'm going to take a brush and just rub it in there to grab the product. The brush that I'm using is by Sigma, and this has taken the place of my MAC 242 brush. I discovered it like 2 weeks ago, and I just love how much it presses on pigments. It's so dense that I barely get any fallout, which is amazing. So I'm starting on the inner corner of my eye with the main product, and then whatever I have left over, I'm going to buff it out. Now this I am putting all over the lid, even up into that crease area where I already have that color. As you can see, I'm bringing it all the way up. I want that whole lid to have this color, but I want it to be the brightest in the inner corner. Then I'm going to take that middle shade, Cocoa Bear. This is such a beautiful, warm, dark brown. And I'm going to take any pencil brush. I think this one is from Sedona Lace. Any pencil brush will do. And I'm going to just trace out my crease. This isn't going to be a cut crease look, but I want the main color to be right there in that area as opposed to smoking it in throughout the eyelid. And then you can take a brush with a tiny bit of that Cocoa Bear on it, or you could use the Peach Smoothie or the Creme Brulee, or you could have the brush blank. It's really not going to make that big of a difference. And I'm going to just blend that out, and then I'm going to lightly bring it down, but ever so softly, because I still want this pigment to shine through all over the lid. So just be really gentle with this. Then I'm going to go back with that same brush from before with no additional product and just buff over it so that there's, once again, no harsh lines. Then I'm going to take MAC's Fix Plus. And I have a little bit more of this Mineralize eyeshadow on my brush, and I'm going to just give it 2 sprays, and you can see the second time I kind of back up, that way it's not soaking wet. And I'm going to just tap over it a second time, and this is going to give it a really shiny, dewy, wet look so that it just stands out even more in the center of the lid. I'm going to use Maybelline Eye Studio, but I wanted to show you guys this Makeup Geek, what's it called, eyeliner, even though it was upside down. It is amazing. I actually don't remember which one I used, so I'm really sorry. It might be the Makeup Geek, but it is one of the best eyeliners. It is black as coal. It is absolutely amazing, and literally it stays on so intensely that it's hard to get off. Then I'm going to use MAC Mineralize Foundation and Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I could not make up my mind, so I just used both just to get what I wanted. I wanted something nice and dewy and fresh because, as you know, I'm dry. So I'm just going to buff this all around the face. And I know it's a lot darker than my skin, but it matches my chest, so that's why I chose this shade. Then I'm going to use MAC's Prep+Prime in Radiant Rose, which is the pink shade. And I'm going to do a lot of highlighting. Kim Kardashian is known for her highlighting. We all know this. She over-highlights insanely. So I'm just going to do all the steps, you know, right in the center of the forehead and then bring it down the nose a tiny bit. I personally don't like to bring it down the nose a lot because I don't like bringing a lot of attention to the center of my face. And then I'm going to take MAC Prolong Wear Concealer in NW20, which once again is about 2 shades lighter than I am. And then I'm gonna take a wet beauty blender and just buff this out. I know it's gonna look really, really light, but these are the steps that Kim Kardashian takes. So I'm doing the same thing so that you can get an idea for what her makeup artist does on her. And just make sure that you blend this all over the place. You're not gonna leave too much of the face with just the foundation. For the most part, you're gonna blend this all over in the center of the face to just give that really highlighted, fresh glow to the center of the face. But the outer corners of your face, all around the side by your hairline, you don't wanna get any of the highlight there. That needs to remain the color of your foundation. Bringing it down where I'm buffing it out right now is just going to I can't speak. It's gonna make your contour more dramatic. You can see my little pimple. Hi! So just buff that all around. And then I'm gonna go in with Mylar, which is a matte shadow. And this is a satin shadow, so it's not frosty, but it's not matte. It's beautiful. Just any clean brush, and I'm just gonna buff that in the inner corner of my eye, just to make everything a little bit more seamless, and just to bring more attention to that eye. It's just more of a highlight, and it's not dramatic. Then I'm gonna take Shroom. You know this is my favorite highlight of all time, and I'm going to buff this underneath of my eyebrow. And I'm just going to make sure that there's no harsh lines left in this. You don't want this to be super harsh or like a hard white line, so make sure you buff it out. And then I'm gonna take MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in the shade Medium Plus. And any big brush that you have. I have a Real Techniques brush, anyways, and you can see the powder flying all over the place. And I'm just gonna buff this all around my T-zone area because even though I don't get oily, my foundation will break up in this heat and humidity. And then I'm gonna take the same highlighter that I use all the time. It's MAC Pro, but you can still get it online even if you do not have a Pro card or a Pro member, and it's called Emphasize. And I'm just going to push this all under my eye area very lightly just to set that concealer. I'm not packing it on, otherwise it'll be really, really white. And then I'm just gonna comb through my brows using any spoolie that you have, and I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I'm using shade Soft Brown. I have to warn you, I had an issue with my brows while I was doing this one right here. My right brow was not working out. I've been battling them recently and trying to grow them out, so it's been a little bit of a mess. But I always make the outer tail a lot darker than the inner corners to make it look more natural. And then I'm gonna use the Anastasia Brow Gel, and this is just clear, and this is just gonna make it so that my brows don't go anywhere. I love this brow gel. It's the best one I've ever used. It is amazing. And then you can take any brown, and I'm gonna go back with that same color that I used before my crease, the creme brulee, and I'm gonna just buff that all under that area with a pencil brush. And then after that, I'm gonna go back with Cocoa Bear and put that under there as well. And then once again, you have to go back with your pencil brush and just buff, buff, buff. Don't be afraid to put color underneath your eye. Just make sure that you blend it out and really take your time, because otherwise you're just gonna have a jaggedy line and that's not gonna look really pretty and smoky. So then I'm gonna go back with Shroom a second time on my inner corner, just to kind of bring this out. Once again, it's gonna make the eyes pop. It's gonna make you look more angelic and more fresh and doe-eyed. And so I'm just bringing that around. I don't bring it too far in on that lower lash line. Otherwise, I think it can look a little bit frosty and messy. Then I'm gonna give my lashes a coat of any mascara that you have. I use black because I'm now gonna go in with black lashes. These are the Velour lashes in Strike a Pose. I talk about these in my last video, my Velour lash giveaway. I also have a coupon code for you guys. So if you're interested in that, I'll put all the information down below. But these are absolutely amazing. They're so fluffy. They look so natural when they're on. They're easy to apply. They've got a thick black band. They're amazing. So I thought they were very appropriate. Then I'm gonna use Maybelline Illegal Length Mascara and just coat the bottom lashes. If you don't have long bottom lashes, don't worry about this, but I have to worry about it because my lashes look like they're covered in powder when I don't do this. And I'm gonna use Bobbi Brown Bronzer, and this is in Golden Light, I believe. And then the Magic Nars brush. I still intend on doing a video on this brush for you guys because I see you guys have highly requested it. And I'm gonna use this to contour. So now that I did all that highlighting around this, my contour is gonna be much easier to do with all of that highlight underneath because it's gonna stand out so much. So you barely have to put any effort into your contour and you'll be completely done. So I just do my cheekbones and then right around my hairline on my forehead, and that's it. And then I'm gonna go back with the balm. This is Mary Loumanizer. Beautiful highlighter, and any big brush. This is the fan brush by Sigma. They sent it to me and I was freaking out. I feel like a princess because it's like 18 karat gold and oh my gosh, I can't even talk about it. And then I'm going to go in with this peachy blush. Kim Kardashian always wears peachy corally colors. This is Honey Jasmine. It's from the All About Orange collection that just came out at MAC. I got it just about 5 or 6 days ago. And I'm just going to blend this in with my bronzer, but put it slightly above and buff it back. Make sure you start on the apples of your cheeks and then with no additional product, buff backward. Then I'm going to take the Kardashian Chroma joystick. This is an Au Naturel, and I'm going to coat my lips with this. And that wasn't enough for me though. It's a very pretty color. It's very nude, but I wanted a little bit more. So I got into my lip bag. Oh, too much. And I got the Makeup Geek lipstick in Innocent, and I put a coat of this over top. It's a beautiful peachy but pinky natural everyday shade. And then I got Nars Chelsea Girls, and I put that over top for some gloss because those girls always have glossy lips. And Kim Kardashian has worn this a few times before, so I think it's appropriate. Anyways, after that, you're completely done. I hope you feel even more beautiful than Kim Kardashian and have a wonderful day. Mwah! Bye!